Good morning. Today we discuss about force and Newton's law of motion. Fundamental parts of our daily life are seen in example like a falling apple or a flying rockets. Motion is a part of everyday life, from falling apples to flying rockets. To understanding motion, we study force and Newton's law. To understand the principle of motion, one must study force and Newton's law of motion. This law explains how force affects the speed and direction of object. Discuss about one by one. First, what is force? Definition: a push or pull acting on an object due to interaction can change the state of motion or shape of an object. Formula of force is F equal to ma. The relation between force, mass and acceleration is described by the formula. The standard unit of force is Newton. Its abbreviated unit is N. Characteristics of force: has magnitude and direction, is a vector quantity, can be contact or non-contact, can start, stop or change in motion. Types of force: there are two types of force, is a contact force or non-contact force. Contact force is friction, tension, normal, applied. Is non-contact force types gravitational, magnitude and electrostatics. This is the examples of types of force. Is contact force, force experienced by body when they are in physical contact with each other. Is muscular force and frictional force. Muscular force, force acting opposite to the direction. Muscular force, force due to the actions of muscles. Is non-contact force, force experienced by body even if they are not physical contact with each other. Is a magnitude, magnetic, electrostatic and gravitational. Is a magnetic, a force exerted by a magnet. Is electrostatic, force exerted by charge body on another charged body. Gravitational and the attractive force exerting between two objects. The contact force and non-contact force difference: contact force is physical contact, non-contact force is not physical contacts. Then Newton's law of motion. Newton's first law. Newton's law of motion introduction, proposed by Sir Isaac Newton in 1687. Describe how force affect motion. There are three fundamental laws: inertia, force, acceleration, action and reaction. First, Newton's first law. Newton's first law, another name called law of inertia. Statement: an object remain and rest or in uniform motion unless act upon by a external force. Example: a ball stay still until kick. An object at rest will stay at rest. Is a Newton first law. For the football on grass will not move until someone kicks it. This is an example for first law. As explanation and example. Explanation: explain inertia, resistant to change in motion. Example, I already say, a passenger is jerk forward in stopping the car, etc. Is the Newton's second law of statement: the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to applied force to occur in the direction of the force. This law says that the law states the acceleration of an object is directly proportional to the net force applied to it and inversely proportional to the mass. The formula is F equal to ma. F is a force, m is a mass, a is a acceleration. If a force increases, the acceleration is also increases. As explanation and example for second law. Define force quantitatively. Example: more force, more acceleration. Hard kick, faster moving ball. Heavier object need more force. Then Newton's third law. Newton's third law: for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. When an object exerts the force on a second object, the second object simultaneously exerts a force is in equal magnitude and opposite direction on the first object. As example, recoil of a gun, rocket propulsion, walking, feet push ground push back. This is a difference between first law, second law and third law. First law is another name inertia, second law is force, acceleration, third law is action, reaction. Key ideas: first law, motion stays same unless force act. Second law, force it mass into acceleration. I already told force increases and acceleration is also increases. The force is inversely proportional to the mass. Third law, equal and opposite force. Its examples for book on table is a first law, kicking a ball is second law, rocking a rocket lift as a third law. Application in daily life: vehicles and seat belts is a first law, sports hitting throwing is a second law, swimming walking is a third law, engineering space travels and robotics. Conclusion: force can cause in motion. Newton's law explains how force acts. This law foundation in of physics and engineering. Quotes by Force: every motion in the universe follows Newton's wisdom. Thank you.